in 2022, Bollywood superstar actors like Shah Rukh Khan, Ajay Devgan, and Akshay Kumar actually featured together in a pan masala advertisement. In fact, this had triggered a severe backlash from the public, especially for Akshay Kumar, who was considered more of a health fitness freak and who always seen promoting a very healthy lifestyle.
True. Staying with Shah Rukh Khan, he had featured in another ad called Fair and Handsome. Now, that sparked criticism, saying that it sent out a message that only if one is fair, he will be considered good looking, attractive, and therefore can attract success. So, there was again quite some backlash there. It was viewed as racist, discriminatory, and of promoting very harmful and unattainable beauty standards. Okay, now Under Fire, the company that was manufacturing this product had to rebrand and named the Fair and Handsome was renamed as Smart and Handsome, and then got another actor to be the brand ambassador and promote it. Now, why this happened? This was because a couple of consumer complaints, one in particular, a consumer complaint was filed against the company stating that he had used this Fair and Handsome, but he did not get fair. Okay, now the actor who was endorsing it got lucky, but the company was facing a lawsuit and was asked to pay a compensation of 15 lakh rupees.
Right. Now, Sandhya, if you look into the concept of celebrity endorsement, a product or it can be a service or a brand, which is completely universal, right? So it has been in existence since the late, maybe around 17th century onwards. But now, if you see, there is no standard definitions for celebrities. But however, the Advertising Standards Council of India, in its code, has defined celebrities who are famous personalities who have the power to affect the decisions or opinions of their audience, right? So they leverage their credibility and fan base in buying a product or the service. So typically they are in the form of either in from entertainment, sports, medicines, literature, activisms, education, etc. And even if you see on social media, influencers also endorse these products online today.
Subhadra, you've been mentioning about celebrity endorsements. We've just been talking about it. But there have been growing instances of celebrity endorsements becoming controversial. Now, we need to understand why they become controversial. Typically, when something that they are endorsing, whether it's a product or a service, is perceived against the ethics and morals of the society or goes against the celebrity's image, the person who's endorsing goes against his or her image, it boomerangs not only on the celebrity but on the product as well, or the service as well. For instance, I recollect former cricketer MS Dhoni. He had at one point endorsed or advertised for a real estate builder. Okay. However, that real estate builder had defaulted in delivering the homes to the buyers. Now,
Right.
several home buyers filed consumer complaints not only against the real estate developers but also against MS Dhoni, specifically saying that he endorsing the product or he endorsing the real estate developer was a confidence building measure that they would be assured of a good service. That was based on MSD's image.
Right.
Unfortunately, it boomeranged on him. In fact, it resulted in Mr. Dhoni also filing, cases against the real estate builder for unsettled dues and all. So that was a complicated case, you know.
Right. So, adding to that, there is one more incident which I can recall. The social media influencer and the model Poonam Pandey's Instagram. In fact, there was an announcement of her death from cervical cancer, which kind of sent shockwaves across the fans, right? And the announcement also led to an outpouring of tributes and mourning from her fans. So, however, it was later revealed that it was, in fact, she was alive and this was part of a campaign to raise awareness about cervical cancer. See, this kind of awareness or this kind of promotion, it was widely condemned as completely insensitive.
True.
And in fact, the ad agency also lost out quite a bit on this aspect in its commercials.
Right, right. Subhadra, we can go on listing the number of celebrity endorsements and those which have also
Yeah.
gone wrong. To put it in a nutshell, celebrity endorsements get controversial or face backlash if they are found to be unethical or they are found to spread false or incorrect or unverified information or carry misinformation, or the celebrity is involved in some scandal that negatively impacts not just the celebrity but also the product or service that he or she is endorsing.
Yep. Now, coming to the legal aspects of the celebrity endorsement, India does not have any exclusive laws dealing with it. It's only the Consumer Protection Act of 2019, which is the main legislation which governs this. So here, if you look into the act contains elaborate provisions dealing with misleading advertisements. The act also provides for the establishment of a central consumer protection authority, which is by the central government, in fact, to regulate the matters relating to the violation of rights of consumers, any kind of unfair trade practices, and also false or misleading advertisements which are prejudicial to the interest of the public and consumers.
Right.
And also, the authority can issue certain directions to the manufacturer or directly to the endorser itself to either discontinue or modify the content of that advertisement if it is found to be very misleading. And also, they have the right to impose a penalty on the manufacturer as well as to the endorser up to goes up to about 10 lakhs, right? And for every subsequent contravention by the manufacturer or the endorser, the penalty extends up to 50 lakhs. Additionally, the authority also has been given the power to prohibit an endorser who is a part of an advertisement and who's found to be very false or misleading, in fact, from being a part of it, of any endorsement, or for a period that can extend to 1 to 3 years.
Okay. Along with the Consumer Protection Act and the CCPA, there are also the guidelines which are laid out by the Advertising Standards Council of India. Now, it is this council that governs advertisements and keeps a check on misleading advertisements, endorsements, including those which are endorsed by celebrities and not just models and others. Okay. The ASCI would issue periodic guidelines. There was one issued in 2017. Now, the 2017 guidelines pinned the responsibility and liability not only on the corporate, but also on the advertiser and the advertising agency, especially for any false and misleading ads that could potentially harm the consumer in any way, whether it was financial or emotional. Okay. Then technology revolutionized life and almost everything became online. So therefore, corporates also, the advertising canvas got larger with corporates reaching out to various social media platforms to advertise their products or services. Right. And then even in that case, they roped in celebrities and also social media influencers.
Yeah.
So in 2021, again, the Advertising Council brought out a set of guidelines, and I'll read, they're called the Guidelines for Influencer Advertising on Digital Media Platforms, okay, which include some very stringent measures like the advertiser, the influencer, or the endorser must disclose any material connection with the corporate that is hiring them to promote a product. And when I say material, it need not be only monetary, any other connection as well.
So in some laws like the Food Safety and Standards Act of 2006, misleading advertisements and claims about the food attracts the penalty up to 10 lakhs for anyone who publishes or is a party to any kind of misleading advertisements. Obviously, this also includes the celebrity endorsers. And if you go recollect around 2015 or 16, actors like Madhuri Dixit, Preeti Zinta, Amitabh Bachchan were all served legal notices for endorsing the Maggie 2 minutes noodle, which was containing a nutritional value when it was actually contained high level of MSG taste enhancers containing lead.
Right.
So The case actually led, in fact, Sandhya, to the ban of the Maggi noodles, which was later revived through a lot of corrected disclosures, right? So, significantly, an endorser cannot be held liable for the above mentioned penalty in the event in case the endorser exercises some kind of due diligence to verify, and the veracity of the claims have to be also made in an advertisement, very clear.
Right.
So, as recently, couple of days ago, if you had noticed, even the Bar Council of India took serious note of the legal professionals using celebrity endorsements for their services
Right.
and has put an immediate ban on such kind of activities.
Just happened
So,
a
this
couple of
comes
days
in the
ago.
way of,
Yeah.
yeah. And this like comes in the wake of very famous law firms using an actor, in fact, to promote its firm on the social media platform.
Right. 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 Legislation such as the Consumer Protection Act and the ASCI guidelines keep coming out regularly with the object of keeping a check on the endorsements made by celebrities, just to ensure that there is nothing misleading, false, or incorrect. And one of the ways they have tried to achieve that is by imposing stringent penalties. Okay. However, as a consumer, I believe that it is imperative on each consumer to make an objective and sustainable choice and not just base their purchasing decision on a particular celebrity's endorsement, right? We hope our viewers were able to relate to what we said today. We try to come back with another interesting topic. Thank you. Bye.